Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Earth Shaker.
Dire team pick.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the Rush Gaming Collegiate Tournament. We are continuing action now here in the group stages. We have two more teams going at you, of course, and looking forward to this one. As far as the matchup that we have on hand, we are looking at, let me double check, actually. We are looking at, that's right, we have Indiana University going up against Wheaton College. Wheaton College will be on the Radiant side. They're from Massachusetts. Indiana University on the Dire side, also known as FS Express, as you see right there. So Indiana University versus Wheaton College. Looking forward to another fun one here for the Rush Gaming Tournament. I'm BreakyCPK, going to be your caster. And as you can see, the draft is well underway. Both of these teams definitely not afraid to draft quickly, as we see. Interesting opening, by the way, for Indiana University here on the Dire team. Jakiro Drow opening. So going with the early Drow strat, but we've definitely seen that work before. It does, of course, give that information away of what your intentions of the whole draft really is. Pick and set hero. They managed to get the Centaur on the third pick. This draft is flying through. I'm trying to analyze it as I'm doing the introduction here. Holy crap, though. These guys, I mean, have to calm down a little bit. Come on, you guys are okay, no, we're just going to keep going. Sure. They're confident. Okay, we'll just keep it going. Are they? I want to make sure they're not randoming heroes. No, they're not randoming heroes. Okay, whoa. Lifestealer. Wow, okay. Winter Wyvern fourth pick into the Lifestealer. Bans happen, and we're probably going to see our final. I'm just going to let the draft play out before I really see what we have, because these teams are just flying through. There we go. Okay, it's a Marana. What are we going to see on the other side? Snap pick. It's a Huskar. Interesting. Whew. All right. Well, so what do we got right here? Well, the Radiant team, Earthshaker, Bristleback with the second pick. That was a very intriguing one. It was in response to the Jakiro and the Drow Ranger. I'm not sure how I feel about that, honestly. Drow is already a Shadowblade carrier, and definitely one that could go the Silver Edge if need be. And, of course, Bristleback, one of those heroes where Silver Edge is fantastic against. I suppose Bristleback at the same time ideally can run up at you, and the heroes that kind of get in your face are annoying for Drow Ranger. Now, her Gust ideally takes care of that, but it's also not absolutely guaranteed. However, Centaur support on the side of the Dire team for the Drow Ranger with that Stampede, if it comes to a bad situation, I think it's really strong. And then I've seen the Spirit Breaker Lifestealer combo, or I suppose it could be a Lifestealer with the Earthshaker as well. As definitely two strong heroes together. Now, Lifestealer, another interesting one where I suppose the Rage against Gust is good, and getting in the face of Drow Ranger, getting that Flesh Wound opening on. And then the Marana final pick for the Radiant squad right there. I think it is a nice hero to come together. I assume that's going to be the mid hero, of course, for the Radiant team, and will be matched up against the Huskar in the middle lane. I think Marana, not necessarily a hero that... Now, granted, Huskar was the overall final pick, right? So I think Marana's okay against Huskar. Obviously, Huskar in general in the laning phase ideally is pretty strong, but Marana should be able to contest somewhat. Granted, I assume Huskar is going to get a fair amount of denies, as we usually see from him. So, okay, so once again to reiterate, as far as the teams are playing, Indiana University, they're on the Dire side, and we have Wheaton College on the Radiant side. Early ward going down from Jakiro, meanwhile, in that middle lane. I'm honestly still just shocked at how fast that has to be the fastest draft I've ever witnessed. In in a Dota 2 competitive match. It's just, it's insane how quickly it just went right there. Anywho.
30 seconds to battle.
Breaker already going to go with a charge in, start harassing Jakir a little bit, I suppose. Has that Orb of Venom, but yeah, I don't know if that's what he wants to be doing necessarily at the same time because of this. He's going to take plenty of damage himself in response. So probably going to just stay back for the time being now moving forward. Meanwhile, bottom bounty rune, Centaur and Wyvern trying to steal it, and if they do, this should be a 3-for-1 in favor of Indiana University. And it looks like that is going to be the case. They go to their own rune as well. And yeah, they're going to pick that one up. So it will be a 3-for-1. Looking good for them as far as the start goes. Huskar, he went the bracer first, gets pulled a couple of tangos, has that fairy fire. He is ready to lane, man, against Mirana here. Something tells me Huskar is going to have actually a very good time in that middle lane. Speaking of Huskar, I was trying to absorb the Huskar final pick too. And if it really made the most sense, Huskar, a couple things you look out for. One, if the other team does not have many disables, obviously Huskar benefits from that. But two, is magic focus. Now, this Radiant squad isn't necessarily heavy magic focus. They have a Bristleback, they have the Life Stealer. Mirana's going to be dishing out a fair amount of physical damage. She has some magic, sure, but it's not that big, heavy magic team. There's not the Pugna, you know, the Queen of Pain, even Lena, things like that. You get the point. So, in that aspect, I'm not sure how the Huskar pick looks. The way this draft went, it tells me that this is just simply a comfortable hero for Kingdom Key. Is the one playing as, interesting also to know, a lot of just Chinese characters in this game between the two teams. So, don't really know what to call them, honestly. But, hey, in the middle lane, we got Fire Frog versus Kingdom Key. So, there we go. Unfortunately, my Chinese is not very fluid. I don't really know how to read it either. Spirit Breaker's dead. He is going way too deep right here. We saw him go for that bounty rune earlier, and kind of similar situation where he's probably overplaying his hand, and now Bristleback might be in trouble too. Dual Breath is ready. Yeah, that's another kill. His back turned. It doesn't matter. He's only level 1, so he doesn't even have that Bristleback. Spirit Breaker's charging back in. What is the obsession with going in, man? I know you're Spirit Breaker and everything, but you cannot be doing this. He's going to feed himself. Well, that's, he doesn't even have his bash. He, too, is level 1. Meanwhile, Lifestealer goes down the bottom lane. What's going on in here? Wyvern and Centaur. They get the easy kill on the Lifestealer. All right. He's going to TP back in right away, but we have a very quick 4-0 start, and it really does look like Spirit Breaker spamming Huskar. Jeez. Seeing he's charging. I don't know what the expectation is here, though. Even already uses that Inner Vitality, so he's healing on up, and you got to be careful committing. That's exactly why. Just mentioning, you got to be careful committing to killing Huskar because he gets low, the better he gets with that Berserker's Blood. And Spirit Breaker's dead. He doesn't have his bash, as we mentioned. I am honestly at a loss. This seems like one team is not really sure what they're doing, frankly, on the side of Wheaton College. Kind of just diving over and over again, specifically on the Spirit Breaker. And maybe they realized going into this, it could be a case where they felt like they were outmatched quite a bit, and they were just trying to make this game very chaotic as their only shot, I suppose. But it is a rough start now, and you have a Huskar that is not only laning very well at 11-7 CS, but he's already got the 2 hero kills now on top of that, and he is setting up to have a snowball-like game, which, as I'm sure we've all witnessed, is very deadly potentially coming out from him. So Spirit charging bottom lane. There are 2 other heroes here, Lifestealer as well as Earthshaker, but Lifestealer can't provide a lot just yet. He has those open wounds. Unfortunately, the fissure block preventing any chance of chasing from his own teammate right there. And now Centaur's still holding his ground. A little curious about that. Centaur's really going in. The Splitter Blast on top. He gets the double edge for the kill. He ends up dying, of course, to Spirit Breaker, actually. But now Spirit Breaker will fall to the Wyvern. Fissure hits, going for the Enchant Totem. No. Wyvern survives. So that whole chaotic gameplay will continue. For the Radiant squad specifically, trying to force these fights. Is Spirit Breaker even level 2 yet? Okay, he does have the bash now, at least. He's got that going for him. However, runs right into the hoof stomp and the double edge. And a Wyvern, not really caring too much, even has some stick charges to use if need be. Open wounds are applied. Ronin trying to charge out, actually charges, I guess, into Centaur right there. Centaur, another hoof stomp, double edging, 10. I feel like we just saw this shortly before. And they will trade each other's lives right there in the end. So, I mean, he's keeping Centaur in check? Not really. Oh, boy, this is... Yikes. Going to the net worth right here, I was kind of hoping, at least seeing some kind of positives for the Radiant squad. No. This is all the Radiant heroes, unfortunately, are less net worth than anyone on the Dire side. And that is your classic example of a absolutely one-sided match, unfortunately. So right now, Indiana University is most certainly in charge here. In this one and only game of this group stage, of course. Best of one, after all. Earthshaker will fall back to the tower, so it's going to be fine, and it won't actually die right there. Bristleback, I suppose, hasn't really managed to be able to do too much. He's only got 8 creep kills up here at the top lane. We're now 5.5 minutes in. Has had trouble against the Drow, specifically. So things finally slowing down a bit. It looks like Spirit Breaker, whether the team talked to him or he's just on his own, kind of calming things down. However, top lane, Jakira opens onto the Bristleback. Bristle does have level 2 of Bristleback, but even with the back turn, it doesn't matter. So he still goes down. Spirit Breaker has his charge, if need be. Doesn't need to come into play right there, at least, but he's going to take a lot of damage. Only has the 1 Tango currently. They do have some shrines to use if they need it. Jakiro, if they want to go on him, maybe. Is he going to charge him? I have a feeling he is. Yeah, he's going to charge him. There we go. And there's a stick charge. So the bait is real. I mean, I can't blame him for charging him there, but Drow is also level 6, so that marksmanship aura kicking in. They get the kill on a Bristle. Drow taking a lot of damage, however, will be fine. And Spirit Breaker does at least get back to survive. And going to kick on some regen. But yeah, you see Lifestealer. He's the top CS on the team, and he is being doubled up by the Centaur in the same lane as well. You have an armlet for Huskar almost finished. Classic first item for him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And that's a dead Lifestealer. Lifestealer manning up a bit too much right there. Rage was not going to save him. Oh, well, I take that back. Rage would have saved him. Double Edge is magical after all, so he just got hoof stomped into the Double Edge and wasn't able to activate it. So this top tower, it's going to be heavily pressured. Okay, that was our Shaker going down at the bottom lane. Another Double Edge Centaur, proving to be an issue for this Radiant squad.
Denied.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Lifestealer can't really do much right here other than take the auto attacks of the Arctic Burn. Yeah, Earthshaker porting in, but I suppose has a fissure. May need to use it right here to help the Lifestealer out, keep them away. Lifestealer kind of using him as a bodyguard. The fissure, oh, it missed. Oh no, Centaur. Okay, he's not going to be able to run him down. Spearbreaker is coming in, but he's pretty far away still. Here's a level 3 Double Edge. This is going to be a kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The Stampede. You see Spearbreaker making his way over, but he was just on the top of the map, so unfortunately it took a lot longer than he hoped for. Nice job of the Cold Embrace timing. Bristleback goes down once again at the top lane. Meanwhile, but Centaur, he's just simply going to TP, hope for no bash. Unfortunately, the bash comes in right after, and there's a second one just for good measure. Lifestealer will secure the kill, so well played by the Spearbreaker right there. So GG, well played. Cool. Funny. Nice deny by Mirana in the middle lane. Just on the tower, so slight positive there. This Bristleback, though, even with the back turns, it just doesn't matter. I mean, Drow took a lot of damage, but she didn't really care. And I suppose they're going to try Roshan, because they feel very confident about the game right now. Not much to be scared about on the map currently.
An icy chill restores him.
Top's gone missing.
Roshan has fallen to the giant.
Drow. Turning once again. We've seen this before. Rest of this time we'll be fine. What is going on here? I don't know what I'm watching at sometimes, honestly. Stampede. Going back in and welcome to Huskar. All of a sudden he gets into the fray of things, and yeah, that's a level 10 Huskar now. Very farmed with that armlet. He is going to be scary for this Radiant squad to deal with.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Bounty runes are up. No one getting them just yet. That's because they're trying to pressure these towers. Nice deny once again from Mirana. She is on top of that. It's her second tower deny of the game. What are they counting down? The guy said 2 minutes. Now he says 1 minute. Are they counting down to something? I don't know. Wait, are they really calling GG? I'm confused. Okay, well, that's it. I suppose Indiana University was just simply the better team. It happens sometimes. So they defeat Wheaton College here in the group stages. Congratulations to them. And, well, that is going to do it for our match here today. So once again, I want to thank you all for tuning in. I was BreakyCPK. We'll be back tomorrow on Sunday. We've got a couple more matches that'll be coming out here for the Rush Gaming Collegiate Tournament. I don't have the teams off the top of my head, but definitely tune in then to the same channel. I'll be around tomorrow. Hit that subscribe button or follow me on Twitter and Facebook at BreakyCPK for more information and as far as when I'll be going live. Until next time, guys, have a good night. Congratulations one more time to Indiana University.